Hi, guys.
Hello, happy Friday.
Is it Dean? Because we're here
No,
today because somebody has a mysterious secret,
yeah,
and we're going to get to the bottom of this mystery if it's the last thing we do.
yeah. Okay, guys,
You
I'm going
guys
to
are
share.
really come on. Let's act this up. We can do it. Des, we have a question
Yes,
for
no,
you.
no, yes.
Have you been
Okay,
hiding a secret? Did you murder somebody?
I might. We'll
Okay,
find out later.
we sure will. Hello, everybody who's watching this or not watching this. I welcome you into this world of HSVA. Today we have a mystery that we are solving, and you can thank Home Service VA for sponsoring this mystery, which we will figure out by the end of this.
Yes,
And today I have with me Dean, my business partner, and Des, my head of recruiting, both of whom I love so much. They could never do anything that would possibly hurt me because I trust them with all my heart and soul, right?
yeah.
But
Right.
meanwhile, there's a mystery to be
Wait,
solved.
I'm gonna share the live.
You're gonna share it. We have a like.
I need to share this on my
Is
personal.
that Kyle?
Wait,
You like his Kyle?
It's Kyle. Guys, if you are watching, please like, comment, do something so that we know you're here. Because all I see is me and these two other ladies. I don't see anybody else. So, um, but welcome. We are actually a recruiting matchmaking company. If you've never heard of us or don't know what we do, so the fact that we have a mystery on our hands that is so devastating, um, but mysterious is very unique for us because usually we're very much not shrouded in these mysteries. Um, Des, we had a big day for you today when we tried to surprise you by ordering dinner for everybody, and then you couldn't get the dinner and already had eaten dinner.
I'm so slow, guys. Sorry, my
Sorry.
internet. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also.
Z. Hi, Z.
Oh, hello, Z.
How you doing?
Hi.
Miss you. Z is one of our former awesome employees that we miss and love and team members. And look at that gorgeous photo. What a great headshot. I need something like that. Dean has upped the level of our game with the sound effects, which I requested, by the way, because I feel like if you're going to do Facebook Live, you have to do it all the way. You know, we should have sound effects, we should have games and prizes and mysteries and other things. But let's talk about when I went away. I
Mhm.
went to a huge convention in Nashville. I went to a CLIPA training also in Nashville. And we had such big responses to my time there. And it's been really amazing. We had, I think we've had more customers this month than ever. And it's been just really cool to watch how we've been able to show people what we do, and like the thing that we have created is actually making a difference in people's lives. And I think, I don't know, it's just so exciting, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Mal.
Oh, it was the most exhausting week of my life, though. I will say that. I don't think I ever stopped talking, which you guys know I'm not much of a talker, so it was pretty hard. What does that mean?
No, yeah, I agree.
You agreed. I know. I know. But it was like really cool. And our team, we have a couple new team members who are awesome. Um, Kyle, we added to our team probably since the last time we had a Facebook Live, which it's been a while. And we love Kyle so much. And he came to us from one of my cousins who lives
Mhm.
here in
Yeah. Yeah.
America, but he worked with Kyle for like 6 years. So how lucky are we? He fits right into who we are as a company. So it's been pretty cool. Um,
Sorry, I need to do
thought we
that.
needed that was the dance break. Um, Keep us on our toes, Dean. Yeah.
Sure.
And the other cool thing we just did, and I cannot believe it took us so long to do this. We got everybody health insurance. um, because I just found out how inexpensive health insurance is in the Philippines as an American business owner. I don't think I honestly can say if I knew how inexpensive it was before, because in America, healthcare is just getting insurance is like minimum $1,000 a month, you know, maybe 600, 800 for one person, but it's a lot of money. And how much is it in the Philippines? It's like $100 a year,
Seven, $70, Mel.
a year.
Yes, a year.
If you have a virtual assistant in the Philippines, get them health insurance. It's a no-brainer. And then there's also 'cause there's the emergency care, which is different than the actual health insurance. And how much is the emergency care insurance?
Emergency care that is still held, that will cost $4 per month.
It's just like, yeah, there I can't even speak. I'm speechless almost. I still say many words, but I'm speechless in my brain. So I think that for us, we're learning things like we kind of make assumptions as we're going because we're so busy all the time. We're always just trying to keep up and innovate and make solutions for people that sometimes there are assumptions made like that healthcare would be a big expense for us to take on. And for you guys, it is a bigger expense. It's not like, when you're living,
True.
there's a lot of expenses. So, but for an American business owner, it would not be a lot to be able to afford that for their employees. And I think it would go a long way. So we're going to be reaching out to all of our um, clients, past clients, now clients, and talking about that with them. So hopefully, because we did a survey this month with a lot of the VAs we've worked with, and kind of just to get a pulse of what they're feeling about their positions, how satisfied are they, what do they wish was happening, what don't they like. And it was really helpful for us, but also hopefully for them, because we're always trying to help make it better for people. Was that a toilet or clapping?
It's cloud.
Okay, so that was me. Now I'm gonna turn this because I'm dying of this room. This room is just very weird for me right now. My grandfather painted those paintings. An artist. This is the ship
That's
room.
nice.
Yeah, it was nice, but it's sideways a little. So Des,
Mhm.
you have a devastating secret that is going to destroy so many hearts and souls in this world. Do you need to make your special announcement? Don't say
No.
it. Good.
Me too. I'm also like,
Anyway, um,
Yes or no.
I don't know. If you don't say it, then it can't be true.
You're right. So let's not say it then.
We won't say it. Um, Dean, what have you been excited about this month, Dean?
this month, I'm just so excited because we do have a new member, which is Kyle, and of course, we'll be handling our sales team. So
Yes.
that's what I'm really excited about, and of course, the convention smell. Sorry for the mic, guys. Is it too loud? Okay, this is my
No.
first time for the demo. Okay, so
Um,
um, yeah, I just so excited in conventions, and of course next year hopefully, right, we are thinking of Des going to conventions with you. Yes,
that would be
that's a
amazing.
that's a clap.
Yeah, you'll just come. You'll just come to the convention with me.
I would
Um,
love that.
you should for real. We could just make that happen. Um,
Yeah.
I I hate sitting at a booth. I was really It was an easy decision for us this year to not have a booth because last year when I had it, I was kind of stuck in the booth. So I didn't get to see all my friends or the people that I knew. I didn't get to network. And that's really where I do best. Like if I have to stand still, I don't know what to do. Um, one of the fun things that I did is I made backpacks that had QR codes on them that said, curious about virtual assistants, scan me. And I made my kids wear them and some other people's kids wear them, one of our clients, JC. And they turned out to be a sales force, a force of sales nature. Those kids were selling, and then they were very much shut down. So, because apparently that's not what you should do at trade shows where you didn't get a booth. Makes perfect sense. But they still got to wear the backpack. Um, so I was pleased. My child has a future career as either a business owner or salesperson. Um, and it was just really fun. Like we just tried to make everything really fun this year. We gave, I'm a creative spirit, so I wanted to give speakers, either who are customers or people like that I know or wanted to connect with, a unique gift. And so we made my friend, my new business partner, Andrea, for my lights business, and we made these bookkeeping things. Thank you. Um, these fun, weird gifts that they will never ever receive from anybody else, for sure. They were speaker packets filled with all the things a speaker might need, whether it goes well or doesn't go well. And I'll show it in a video someday. I'll go through it because I'm actually pretty proud of what we did. But it was next level. Yeah. So, yeah, that was really cool. I've never taken my kids on a business trip before because mixing children and business just seemed like a very bad idea. I would say they did really well until the last day, and everybody was super grumpy at me, and I didn't like that part. So next time, I'm just going to send them on a separate flight or something. But I'll still take them. They were good.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
so oh, before I forgot, I'm also excited you going here in the Philippines.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yes. We don't exactly have a date yet.
Mm.
It's hard because of my lights business is exactly like the season is October to December. And then I end up doing a lot of traveling for our business during that time, as well as feels like there's so many conventions that we're going to be going to in January, February, March are usually the off season for home service. So it will happen. It's happening. We just have to find
Yeah.
the time and make sure that, we have the budget for it because it really sucks to work on Zoom all the time with people and not to be in the same room. There's something I always, I always say I don't like it was hard to work with people in the same room because it's distracting. It is also hard not to have people in the same room because you don't get as much done. Collaboration is harder, I think, on Zoom. But we've built a whole company. We've been in business a year. We're actually not going out of business. We're successful at what we do, which is huge. Most businesses go out of business after a year, minimum. But on top of that, we've worked successfully together. We have a great team of people. Like I can't imagine. Um, I don't know. It's just we have such a good thing. So we have a lot of blessings. Um, what else do we have going on?
Guys. Ooh. Well,
What?
I'm thinking. We're thinking of like the kind of. Can we talk about the agency thing here?
I think kind of we can talk about
Yeah.
it because I don't want to say everybody knows that our business model is stupid financially. Like everybody says, why aren't you an agency? Well, there's a real good reason we're not an agency, actually. It would have been very hard for us to start as an agency, build as well as we have, and then if we ever were like, oh, we don't like this, switch over to the recruiting model. So we were very purposeful about starting as a recruiting model so that we can build this thing out exactly as we want it. Now, as we've gone along, we've heard a million times you don't have any residual income coming in. We have different things that we can do, but it's true. That's how people make money in this business. So we've talked about doing like a mix of, because some people don't need the agency, some people do.
Yeah.
and it adds a whole nother level of responsibility onto our plates. So that's something we're talking about. If we were going to do that, do we only focus on executive assistants? Because that's the thing I think we've gotten pretty good at. Um, or so maybe we shouldn't talk about it. We're just teasing the idea
Mhm.
that it could happen in the future. It's not going to happen right now. Um, I'm going to laugh every time that thing sounds
There,
silly.
yeah, there's something.
Um, yeah. What other surprises do you want to reveal, Dean? Oh, we should remind people, if you have a VA and you're watching this, get them a gift. If they're doing a good
Oh,
job, get them a gift.
yeah.
They are taking care of you. We actually, this is not a money making thing for us, but we actually can create gifts for you, including your company shirts and all sorts of things, mugs that are printed with your logo, and send them to your VA in the Philippines, not very much money because Dean sources everything. Um, but we're always trying to offer things to customers or clients and VAs to continue to strengthen that relationship. And that's one thing that I think I'm really, I really love what you've done with that, Dean, even if we don't advertise it ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's funny every time I push that button. Anyways, how about I'm thinking of the VA support program, Mel.
Yeah, that's another. So we're really good at building things, aren't we? And I think a lot
Of
of
course.
times my fear is building something, starting it, and then feeling how the stress of not being able to manage it. Some people, um, a friend, Josh Latimer, he always says, entrepreneurs jump off the cliff and build the parachute on the way down. Well, I used to do that and it was very stressful. I like not doing that. So I'm trying to like stay on the cliff, build an airplane, and then take off from the runway we also built. So it's not always the best way because I don't want us to be too cautious, but I also want to give people the best of us. And if we're in all, we've lost a couple people on our team that we wanted to make sure that we could support everybody even without those members of the team. We've gained new members. So I feel like right now we are more stable than we've ever been in our
Yeah.
company,
Mhm.
except for one
I
thing,
agree.
one little thing, one tiny little thing that is shocking and devastating. And it murders my heart deeply. Am I weird? Yes, I am weird. I know. I'm sorry. Do I need to make the announcement?
I can. I'll make
You
the
Please
can,
announcement.
Mel.
go ahead.
Yes. So hello everybody. I think it's the right time to um, reveal my secret, and my secret is that
Yeah. You're pregnant?
never again. Um, yeah. Well, some of you may know. Of course, you guys know. But to make the announcement, I am. Today is my last day. Today
Yeah,
is my last day working in home services VA technically, but I'll be back next week. But
yeah,
still, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm leaving you guys.
You have been here the longest. You
Yeah.
have been here so long that I don't know what the company looks like without you. And so I'm just going to say words at you about when you started as my assistant, my executive
Yeah,
assistant, desperately needed, and you were very much my brain. You and I are both weirdos, and you just got me pretty quickly, which was awesome. And that's why you needed to go to recruiting because
Yeah.
you really you gave us so much by being in that position, like the fact that we could completely trust you, that we knew that you had everything under control there, most as much as one can, um, was just such a relief, right? Because before that, it was always a struggle. Are they doing? Do they understand the way that we think, me and Dean?
Mm,
You know,
yeah.
and I think you really did. And the part that you're leaving, I hate that so much. I told you this morning, I'm not as upset about it because is the other part a secret? Do we have to keep that secret forever of why you're leaving?
No,
It's okay. Yeah, sure.
Oh,
no, we
okay.
can tell the world.
The world needs to know. So the reason you're leaving is because you're coming to the States, which is so exciting. I'm really, really excited for you. Sadly, you're not coming to me in the States, but you have an opportunity to go with your son, Leo, and you want to travel a little bit. You want to, spend time with your family before you leave. And
Yes.
these are all things that we, of course, totally support. Um, I think one of
Yeah.
the things that's really important and difficult but important is recognizing that people are not going to stay forever. And I so appreciate that the way that you did this was very thoughtful, besides the way that
Mhm.
you first did it, but whatever, because I yelled at you about that.
Sorry.
Feelings are hard. Feelings are hard. We know this. But you've been so good about care. Well, let's just talk about how we handled this because one of the things we know is A, you were burnt out. You'd put so much in. You had some family stress that had happened a couple months back or more than a
Yeah.
couple months, and it really affected your whole life. It affected how you were
Yes.
able to do your job, everything. And that stress has
Mhm.
compounded, and we really care about you and all of our employees, but being able to support you means that we have to let you go. And um, the thing that you've done though is you've recognized that it was time and that you had something else that needed to happen. You came and talked to us about it, and we worked out a plan, which was great. And I convinced you to stay one extra week beyond what you had given us, which was so helpful because you were supposed to leave last week when I was in Nashville. That wouldn't have worked well, but and you helped us find a great replacement that we feel really confident about. But the thing that I recognized is that when somebody gives notice, the tendency might be to work them to death before they leave. And the tendency on the
Mm,
person who's giving notice is to start to let go of caring for the
Yeah.
position they have. I mean, that's natural. And I didn't want that to happen with you. So we talked about that. And I think it's important that we talk about it openly here, maybe to help other people. Um, do you feel like that was helpful that we really discussed it, worked out scheduling things? I mean, I think you've, yeah,
yes, Mal. Of course, it was very helpful, and I know that's the tendency maybe for most of um, most of the employees, yeah, VAs who are resigning. But the thing with me is that I don't I don't know why. Of course, my work is um, it's not as much as I wasn't planned to resign, or I wasn't rendering my resignation because I was
yeah,
more, yeah, I was focusing on the turnover materials and all of that, so I let go some of it to Kia. I asked for help and all that, so I was slowly letting some stuff go. um, but then talking about, like, there's a game plan, there's a schedule. Yeah, that really helped, so that, and also with me, I really care about my role, and I don't want to
Mhm.
be like, when I'm off work, or
yeah,
I
thank you.
when yeah, like next week, I don't want Miss Dean to tell me or like ask me, Des,
Yeah,
what is this?
yeah,
So
I
yeah,
know.
yeah, but yeah, I really care about the company, of course, so that's why I'm working.
You
uh
that is so
that,
nice, C, and you're right. She is.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
and shout out to Z for finding me.
Oh my gosh, she did.
Yeah, thank you. Yes,
You're still
my life.
you're still a part of our team always because
Yeah.
you're part
Miss
of the original
Yusi.
crew. Yeah. So when I come, we'll bring you on board. You'll have to come and visit too, of course.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, most employees, maybe those who were not cared about, not rewarded, not appreciated, I could understand why they would just let go, But I'm still doing my best even though I'm rendering my resignation because of course I owe this company a lot. I am very thankful to Mel and Miss Dean, so it's only right that I do my part even when I'm about to resign.
Which is why you're the best. But also, I think most business owners, we just pretend that people are never going to leave. We pretend we don't talk about the ending because that's really the hard part. Like you put so much effort into, even if, you have a great culture and you're really building things up, you want people to stay. So I used to cry hard in my early years when people would shock me and be like, I'm giving 2 weeks notice because it felt like I was losing everything. And what I realized is it's a much better way to be is if I talk about it from the very beginning so that so that an employee will always feel comfortable coming and saying, I think it's time for me to go do something different, do something bigger, um, and be able to talk to us basically, because we really want a lot of transparency. I think it's Dean and I have different personalities than maybe other people do, but people should never be afraid to talk about the ending so that when it comes, it's not a difficult, chaotic time. I feel no feeling of chaos right now in our company. You've done such a good job of setting up your systems, making sure that the next person who's coming in and starting, are they starting for sure on Monday? Do they know that? Have they said yes yet?
That's the
Yes.
offer.
The
Yeah,
offer
Monday
was
is the start.
accepted? Yay! Okay, I didn't know that. So I am excited for that. But it means that she can come in. And first of all, I think it's probably going to give her a lot of confidence to know that this position is important and we try to help people and take care of them. Um, and that, we're going to support her. You're supporting her in her start too. So that because she's not the new Des, she's her own person and
Yeah.
but you were here from almost the beginning. So it's like, I keep thinking, well, she'll be back. She'll be back. You're going to see what's out in the
We
world. You'll be
know.
like, "Mm, yeah,
Will. Yeah, that's why I'm not very sad too, Mel. I just,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And I know we're going to see each other here. I'm excited for that. And
Yes.
I know that for sure, if you're here and you have the time, I want you to come to these conventions and we can have fun and, you know, talk about our team and all that stuff. So, yeah, that'll be your second job, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm really excited. I don't know. I was thinking last night how proud I am of like the way it feels like we have a real company now where like we're doing transitions and it's not crazy.
Crazy.
It's not all over the place and it doesn't feel stressful. So that's really exciting in a way, for me at least. We'll see next week how I feel.
Yeah.
But but I am so sure that you need the time with your family, that you deserve the time with your family. And can I say, I'm going to say this, it's a little personal, but I think it's okay to say it. One of the things you said is that you felt like your time with Leo, your son, was not as good as it should have been. You were so
Yeah.
exhausted, you were overwhelmed, and you didn't want that relationship with him. And, I'm a mom. I always preach to people like you have this one moment with your children and you're working overnights there. It's just, that's really hard. So I commend you for knowing that, you have a lot of emotional intelligence and you're really self-aware, which I think makes you such an amazing person.
I want to cry.
What
Oh,
happened?
I want to cry.
you
I'm
want to
trying
cry? Well, it's
to cry.
your time to cry.
What else?
Okay.
What else can I say to make you cry? Um,
No.
are you crying? Are you crying? That's what my children do when I'm watching a sad commercial or something. Nothing is worse than me trying to hide a tear and them being like, "Are you crying?" So they know that's my pet peeve. Um, but no, like I think Dean and I were so lucky to find our kindred spirit in you. You know, you really have been. And what I love about everybody on our team, you know, Kia and Tara and Kyle and um, Jay, and I'm not
Rowie.
forgetting anybody, am I? I don't think so. Oh,
Rowie.
thank you. Rowie, I'm so sorry, Rowie, you're right there too. Rowie, the invisible mastermind of Dean. Like, um, yes, Rowie. Like every single person here is just incredible. Really amazing. So
Yeah.
I feel so blessed, so happy, but also so sad. I'm trying to tear up, but I can't because I know I'm going to see you soon.
Exactly.
I know. So it's not an ending, but it is. And what do you think? What do you think has changed the most about? Like, I can barely remember the beginning. Um,
Yeah.
and one thing I want to say because I kept saying this, especially at Clippa training. Everybody was like, "Well, what can a VA do? And can they run, you know, this thing?" I'm like, Des ran my whole brain last year and my holiday lights business and did all the stuff in HSVA. Well, all I did was just work, you know, hanging lights for a while. And you really were running a
That's true.
couple companies, it felt like at the time.
Yeah.
And I think you're such a great example of what somebody who's really good at their job can do.
Oh,
Crying yet? No.
not yet.
Crying yet.
But thank you, Mel. Yeah.
Sure. So what is now that I said all that, what are some of the bigger changes that you've seen that have happened
Yeah.
in
I love that
recruiting, let's
question.
say?
I love that
Oh,
question.
in recruiting. Okay.
What's been like exciting or satisfying to you?
Ooh, this one. I feel like this is the most rewarding role I've ever had. It's very fulfilling, Mel, to be honest. I love being your executive virtual assistant, but I love this role so much too. I know I'm not the one giving them jobs and opportunities, but like
You're influencing very much people's lives,
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
and like
negotiating pay.
choosing them.
Correct.
Mhm.
Yes. And supporting them on the back end. You do so
Yes,
many things that I don't think people understand how much
mm.
stuff you were doing on the back end to make sure,
Yes,
you know, people were, yeah, succeeding.
mm. Yeah,
But feel free to tell us right now some of those things.
Like
yeah.
she's the pipeline, right? The pipeline.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, and also I think one of the best thing I do is VA support. I don't post it, but I check in on them. I created friendships with
Oh,
our VAs. I established friendships with them. They can reach out anytime. And then some of them said that I changed their lives, their career paths changed when I, gave them the opportunity and all that. So that's a very rewarding. This is a very rewarding role,
yeah.
career actually. It's something that I really want to explore. Of course, I don't have HR or recruitment background. I just feel like I have that, as you said, emotional intelligence. So
You have the
that,
brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
And, and after being my executive assistant for so long, or it wasn't even that long, but it felt like forever. Um,
yeah,
really understood how I thought about employees, about hiring, and I think very differently than I think a lot of business owners do. And I think on many levels. And so part of it is, oh, Tara, see, everybody everybody's gonna miss you. I love her. I love her symbol, the,
Yeah,
the avatar.
the one.
It's
Cool.
so funny. Um, yeah, and it's the same, like you said. Z started you out and changed the way, like, kind of changed that she found you or whatever. And
Yeah.
then, honestly, when we hired you, I remember I was like, I liked you so much, but I also didn't trust because I like everybody. So I'm so glad that happened the way that it did. Because in so many ways, I don't know how successful Dean and I could have been in continuing on if your third brain had not been added to the mix.
Um,
Because yeah, it was kind of like, really, we have a shared brain on many things. We think differently, but we align on many of the value systems. We align on many of the things that we know need to be there for somebody to be successful at this job, or we're always looking at everything, like all the little details. And so, and tactically. So it was like, man, just such a blessing to have you here. Can I say blessing any more times? Um, and yeah, it kind of sucks that you're going, but I'm excited for it's, in a way, you built the system. I had cobbled together a system. You took all that stuff and you built it up into a smoother system. And now somebody is coming on. Oh, Kyle,
uh,
right? Isn't she the best? Like, she just
She
is
is.
so funny and weird.
perfect.
Yeah. She just says whatever she wants. Um,
Okay.
and
And
Kyle and
yeah.
Tara and everybody, like, I don't know, again, our team is the best, period. But I feel like you brought us to a point where now that we get to grow, and it won't feel like unsafe or a struggle or stressful. And then when we're a multinational corporation, you can come back and be president, please.
Yes. Also, can I say something now
Yeah.
that I because Kyle just commented, so um I also do believe in timing in recruitment, because
Oh,
Kyle applied applied 2 months ago, and
oh my
he's
gosh,
the
story.
brother of
One of
one of
the,
our teams.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
If he passed the he went to the pulling list. So
yes,
if he passed the assessment or like went to short list, he would have been with another client
yes.
and not with us. We
And
have two PAs. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
no, I need to say that story. I always forget how crazy it is that he had already applied to our very baby tiny company on his own because his brother got a job or a client through us.
Yeah.
And I did not know at all. And he didn't know that he worked with my cousin, my husband's cousin, but like my favorite, like, I shouldn't say that online, one of my favorite of all the cousins. But you know who you are. Anyway, pretty amazing. And it's just like, what are the chances, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm so glad that Kevin reached out to us, or reached out to me and said, hey, you should I check out this guy that I worked with for 6 years. He's really awesome. I loved working with him. Man, it's just crazy that that worked out. And he
Yeah.
just fits right in. And he took on so much right away. Like, he just took on all the stuff. Everybody right now, their roles are like just right for them. I feel like Tara being my brain, my manager, so helpful because she also really she understands me in the way that I need somebody to understand me. And she's really, oh, Kia's gonna
So
miss
smart.
profiling with you. And that's
Roby, you're missing out.
yeah, Roe, what are you doing? Roe, tell us how great every Des is. But only on writing. Um, that's the other cool thing is Roe is like such an amazing doer. She can do anything, I feel like, and quick and figure it out. And she's Dean's neighbor. So they get to work together now. It's like amazing.
Where are you,
Uh,
Ro?
and so, but anyway, like, having Tara helped me to be able to not miss you as much. And honestly, Kia was in that role for a minute. Her better role is in recruiting. That's
Yeah.
where we found out, like, that is where she should have been.
Mhm.
So sometimes we find people that we really love that are a great fit for us, but they're not the right fit for whatever that job is. And
Yeah.
then we always try to find the better fit because it's so hard. It's not hard to find people with technical skill or knowledge. It's really hard to find people who fit into the group dynamic.
Culture.
Um,
Mhm.
yeah, our culture. I hate to say the word culture, but it is something we're so purposeful about, to the point where there was a time, Des, where you weren't even, I remember when you were looking for my assistant, you were only almost looking at who's going to fit in with our team. And some of the things they needed to be able to do were not as important anymore. So they'd fit in with the team and then they'd come on and they'd be like, I don't think that they're the right fit for this role, though. And I'm not talking about you, Kim. I'm talking about other people. So
Kia again. Okay.
I know, poor Kia.
Always picking on Kia.
I'm always picking on Kia, and it's because I love Kia so much. She is such
Please.
a
Comfortable.
spirit. Really, Kia, you're killing it at your job. And that's another reason why I feel okay about Des moving on right now and not super stressed, is because
Mhm.
you are there to handle things and to help. And yeah, so
Kia
without
is
you,
she's
yeah,
the consistent factor
yes,
in recruitment. She's
yes,
my constant. Like she does
Aww.
yeah,
everything that's yeah.
yeah. And we need that because you were, before we put Kia to you, because recruiting is the most important job in the company. I mean,
Right.
technically we could say sales is, but it's not. We, if we get sales but we don't do good at recruiting, then we don't have a business. And so there was a point where you were doing all of the recruiting and it was so overwhelming, and we knew you needed somebody else because there was a higher level of thinking that needed to happen that wasn't
Yeah.
being able to happen. Uh-oh, my tow truck driver is here, even though I, fudge, he's at the wrong house. Oh no, I just said a bad word. Hold on, please.
Oh,
I,
recruitment is like the core
yeah, you
Mm.
and
guys
the
might
or
have
the
to be
heart
on for a minute.
of
I have
this
to find my
business.
phone and tell the guy he's at the wrong house. Hold on. You keep going.
Okay. Let me share my screen. No, I'm kidding. I just want to say how Des and I work. Wow, Des, you will cry on this
Yes.
one. Because she's super transparent. You know, super honest. Like every time, best example, every time she don't have any internet connection, she will just put a screenshot or send, any or every evidence that she can send right away.
Everything. I
Yeah,
will give
so
you all the evidence.
yeah, that's why if you do have, a virtual assistant or you really want to have a VA, for me, Filipino, not because I am a Filipino, but if you really want to be a virtual assistant, Filipino virtual assistants are the best. Okay, I am an American now. Okay, so I'm not telling you in the culture. No, just kidding. So, we build our friendship here, Des, and of course, we already like know each other for like a year now. But it feels like it's not a year.
I
It feels
know.
like, yeah, you're my best friend.
A
You're
long
my
time.
best friend in a way,
Yes.
but you're not telling me you're getting married. No, I'm just kidding. Dad. Okay, so anyways, Roby is just laughing at the back, but
Yeah.
excuse me. Yeah, I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm just so proud of you because I'm not crying honestly because I know we will see each other again really soon.
Yeah.
And
We will
of
work
course,
together for
yes,
sure.
I know. And yeah, so proud of you, and I am so grateful to have you on this team. Of course,
Thank you.
yes, I really, guys, if you know me, I don't like to affirm in English because, of course, I really want to affirm in Tagalog, our language. But maraming maraming salamat, Des. Thank you so much, and mahal na mahal ka naming lahat. Hindi lang ako or si Mel. We love you
I
so
mean,
much. So,
Love you all.
okay.
Okay.
what happened? What did
I'm
I miss?
affirming. I'm
Time.
I'm trying to
Oh,
affirming
Rowie,
this.
Rowie.
Oh,
Well,
Ro, I'm gonna be sad of you.
of course, we didn't pressure her to say that at all.
Really.
Um, guys, this is so very typical of me. And because I never told Tara any of this, I'll just share a quick story that my van I'm bringing to a shop. And yesterday I went to start it to bring it over. It didn't start. So somebody was like, just call the tow truck. Don't deal with it. So I did. He's like, no problem. Very small communication issue because I didn't tell him it's not at my house. I didn't tell him I didn't have the same shop as a year ago. So he has been wandering all over to all the different places and he finally ended up here. So I just had to give him a tip and say, I'm so sorry. Point is, that's why I have an executive assistant. I just learned my lesson about doing things for myself because this is usually what the result was. Ugh. Anyway, um, I'm trying to think what else we wanted to talk about here now that the mystery has been solved.
Um, the training mail on next week, Wednesday. Can you tell us more about that?
What happens next? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, if you've been thinking about getting a virtual assistant, I think one of the things that really stops people from doing it is A, I don't know what I'm going to have them do, which if you go through our system, we do everything to make sure that you are taken care of, that you don't ever feel like you don't know or that you're stressed out when you start. By the time you start with a VA, you're excited to get started because you feel prepared. That's the feedback that we've gotten. And that's how I always have felt using that process. Not always, but most of the time with people. But one of the things is people put off training. We have somebody, I'm going to say your name, Roger, who has been not doing the training for quite a while now. And I already told him when I saw him in person, I laugh about it, but I was kind of poking him like, hey there, want to come on
Funny
Facebook
mail.
Live? Then come on in. So I was poking him and kind of saying like, hey, you win the award for a guy who's taken the longest to get through our training because he hasn't started it. Everybody, this is Omar. He's been living with
Hi,
me.
you're so guapo. You're
Isn't
so
he so
cute.
guapo? You're
Yeah.
guapo. That means you're so handsome.
Yeah.
He's my nephew.
So
Um,
cute.
I know.
Cute.
Living with me for the past 2 months or leaving Monday. I'm so sad. Oh no,
Aw.
he was allowed to be here.
So
I told him he
fast.
could.
Monday
I
already?
know, crazy. But what were we just talking about again? Because I totally forgot.
Oh my god.
It
Me
was
too.
something. Less yelling, you guys.
Oh, the training mail.
Yes,
The
the
training.
training. Okay. So a couple what I sometimes will do trainings with people because I feel like if I can get in front of somebody for hour and a half or 2 hours, then I can teach them everything they need to know in person. They can ask all the questions they need to ask. And then they don't have to do the whole training program through videos and stuff. So it's kind of like if you're the kind of person who needs to be forced into doing something by sitting with somebody, which is the kind of person I am, um, if that's what it takes for you to finish something, then you should come to this next Wednesday training. But that's for clients. And in the future, I probably should be doing some paid trainings for people who want to get VAs but maybe can't afford to work with us or want to try it themselves or whatever. Because I think our system, it's not about having some special knowledge. I mean, certainly we've worked hard to create the system, but it's more about there's skill sets that are needed to do a good job with hiring. And some people have it and some people don't. Some people don't have time for it. So I'm thinking about doing that in the future, but this Wednesday would be, or next, is it this or next? It's this because, yeah,
This.
would be a cheat sheet for people who don't usually like to do work and like to cheat the system. So I'm excited for that though. I hope people show up. Last time I did it, a couple people showed up, and I don't need a lot of people. It's better when it's less because then they get a lot of attention. But I would highly recommend it. It will, even if you're an old customer who feels like, well, I didn't get a training, that's because we've evolved a lot. So the kinds of training you got before is much less comprehensive than the training people get now. So if you're a customer and you just want to learn some stuff, come on in. You can be there too. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and so I also feel, guys, like we need to do another VA class soon. Remember when I was doing the classes and people were coming to them, and then I'd be like, great, I'll do it again soon, and then I never do
Yeah,
because
just
you
stop.
know, yeah.
I just want to shout out my cousin. She's in Canada right now and she's watching. Hi, Anime.
Oh,
She's
hello.
watching. Hello.
Hello.
So, what else is there? You're gonna work with the new person next week to get them up and running. Kia's going to do the same. We're all going to kind of work together to make that happen. You're going to go and sleep for probably 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Sleep,
Woohoo.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
Deserved.
very exciting. Um,
And
and
do you
then you're going to be bored, but that's okay. Yeah,
a few months of being bored and then back to my
life.
working again. Yes.
Did you just to put you on the spot? Did you ever go to the spa yet, or is that something you're going to do forward?
After a celebration.
Okay.
Sorry.
Um, for anybody who's watching, it seems like we have a lot of VAs on here, but sometimes later people who are business owners also watch. And if you're watching and you're like, I never do anything for my VA, I want to do that. We can even get them like a gift certificate to a local spa, um, because because that's what people want. Oh, is that
That's my
your mother?
nanay.
Hello, Nanay.
Nanai.
Oh,
Hi.
she's
Can't
so
wait to meet you
supportive. Thank
someday.
you, Nai.
Yeah.
You're not
Um,
yet sleepy. Okay. It's 1 a.m.
Can I actually, I want to say something that I have been watching Miss Dean, Tita Dean, on TikTok, killing it, doing so good. Like, because you're real, because you're just being you. And it's so cool to watch you. I have no idea what you're saying the majority of the time, but I still watch sometimes. I spy if I
You know
can't
what,
sleep.
Mel?
Yeah.
Just want to share because you commented and then okay, I need to speak English. And then I mean my viewers are like, okay, Tita Din, you are like a DJ here on
Yes.
TikTok, and then they just really want to listen. One of my viewers, I just want to share. I already shared this to Mel, but I just one of my viewers told me that then Tita Din, I already clocked out on my work and can you just keep on talking and talking and
Oh,
then yes play your music because it keeps me like awake because
wow.
yeah
That's
and
good.
thank you so much.
Don't
Yes,
leave the
Mel.
company to become a DJ full time, okay? Yeah.
No, I think Mel it's just my passion talking
Yeah.
because I thought one of my weaknesses is like I'm very shy and of course communication, but I think maybe it's kind of English, I guess. But when I'm speaking Tagalog, it's kind of, naturally, going out. So
I think
being home
though
out.
you and I have both changed and grown a lot this past year, a lot.
Very true.
We're both getting a lot of leadership coaching. We're both really growth minded, and I think I've seen a tremendous shift in the way that you view like what you're doing. It's I think what you're doing is so important. You're helping so many people who need to feel a connection, who need to trust somebody that they have their best interest at heart. And I can say wholeheartedly that you do. You're a purpose driven person just like I am. And it's really cool to watch you grow and to watch how many people are watching you sometimes. Listen, if I get one person to watch one of my lives on, I don't know why Facebook is so much easier than TikTok for me, but I'll be on TikTok and I'll just be like, I don't know what to do. Nobody's coming. I don't know how to get people to come. So you're gonna have to give me a lesson. Um,
Yes, now.
but
TikTok
I'll
is.
just keep making my controversial murder videos on TikTok where I'm a murderer. No, I'm
Yeah.
not a murderer, everybody. I was accused of murdering somebody one time. In a kind of. It's a good story.
It's a true story, right,
It
Mel?
is a true story, but it's not really that I was accused. He was just kind of crazy. Anyway, He's gone now, so it's okay.
Oh.
So I just brought everybody down with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And I just
so all of us
sorry.
have grown.
I
Des,
just
you've
want to,
grown.
yeah, of course, all of us. And I just want to thank you, Mel, because Mel is the one who push us up in this. Because I'm just grateful, all of us, because like
Yes.
I'm not here if Mel is not here. What? What? No.
So shouldn't we thank
What?
my grandparents or something?
I think so. Hi, Grandma. Okay,
Wait,
so
somebody named Ello said hello.
Hello,
oh,
hello.
Hello,
thank
Ello. I love
annyeonghaseyo.
saying
Hi,
hello,
hello,
Ello.
Aleli. Hello, hello, hello.
Ello, Eleli. Ello, Eleli is a, if I'm saying it right, that's a very pretty name. It's very
You.
musical.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Thank you for watching.
Thank
Um,
you.
and did we even talk about our beloved Jay? I feel like we started talking about
Oh,
everybody, and then we didn't talk about how much we all love
yeah.
Jay and how great he is, and
Yeah.
how he literally takes every project we ever have when we're like, Jay, and he just says, sure thing, Mel. Whatever you need, Mel. Yes, Mel, I'm on it, Mel. Like, it's just so nice.
You.
He always
Yeah.
has such a cute attitude. Mm.
I'm gonna be back in like a few minutes. No, not a few minutes. I'm just gonna get something. I'm gonna show you um a magnet that Jay created for me.
Oh
Hold
my
on.
Oh,
God. It's
Jay,
funny
you're
that
so
you and
sweet.
Des are in the same beautiful home today.
Thank you.
You're living well. Yes.
Thank you.
So, Jay, thank you for being such a great team member, also. And I am very grateful that you're here. We all love you so much. You know we do. So, is there anybody I didn't praise properly?
Also, I wanna show the shirt.
Ah,
Yay!
there we
Let's see.
are.
Melody. Melody.
Yeah. Anyway, I asked Jay to do this for me though. This is for Leo's birthday.
Oh my
Oh,
God. He's he's the cutest kid ever. Oh my gosh, I love that. Did you
Yeah.
pass them out to everybody?
I'll bring you one. I'll give
Please,
Miss Bean one.
please.
oh.
I don't
Could,
have enough for everybody though.
oh, but he's so cute. He's not going to have any trouble in his life. Uh, is my feeling. It's my guess. Um, oh,
Thank
yeah,
you, Jay, for this one.
yeah, Jay, you're great. You've always been so great about designing things, figuring out
Yeah.
our software. Literally, you just are kind of like the fix it guy who does everything.
Yeah. He's the handyman.
You're the
Like
handyman. That's a very
Go to
important
person.
role. Um, okay, I feel like I get praised everybody equally. I don't know if I finished praising Tara, who is my brain currently, who
Tara,
manages
Tara.
my life. I just have to call you out, Tara, on this video and say, you need to be harder on me. You have to hold me accountable. I tell everybody that, like, uh-oh, is that me? No.
Mel, can I say something about that?
Yes, please, because I know I'm difficult, but go ahead.
Oh, my son is Leo is here. Mommy, why can you buy this? I'm so sorry.
You.
Yes, I will buy a chicken for you. Yes, I will buy.
Hi,
At 1
Leo.
a.m.
He's collecting farm animals. We have
Nice.
hamsters, we have rabbits.
Oh, man.
He wants
Real
chick.
animals?
Yes, real ones.
Wow.
Does he know you're moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leo, can you close the door, please? Yeah. Mel,
Yes.
be back. Hold on.
Well, you were about to yell at me.
Yeah.
Now I'll never know.
No, I know how Tara feels because I've been
I
there,
know.
and
I
I
know.
know Miss Dean can also relate. But
Yes.
we love you so much. We can't be hard on you.
You have to. You
I
have to be hard on me.
know. It's so hard to be hard on you. Like
Well, I keep trying. I'm
can't.
teaching all of the clients. I'm like, you have to give permission for them to manage you if you
Yes.
have this ADD thing that I have going on. And and then I'm like, guys, you're not doing the thing that I keep preaching to everybody that you need to do.
True.
Yeah.
You're too nice. Like I'll be like, keep, and then you'll be like, oh no, I think you need a rest, Mel. You should go take a nap.
Oh my God, same before.
Exactly. We just let you
Guilty.
be.
You mother me, which is really kind of you. It's very nice, but also make me do the stuff because my brain loves all the shiny new things, and the old dirty things still need to get done. They're still on the list. So, but not today because I'm tired. So that's
Yeah.
usually how it goes. I'm like, I don't feel like meeting. I'm too overwhelmed. But Tara holds it all together. She does all the stuff for me. I love how much you read, Tara. I love that you're a bookworm. I think it's awesome.
Wow. Yeah.
So
And
smart.
yeah, you're very, very smart. And so I like having you at my side. You make me look smarter too.
Yeah. You're smart.
So, oh, thank you. I'm fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Well, you don't know Mel, but the people around you know.
Oh, well, that's really kind. Well, I would not be who I am right now without you guys too. You have made me a better person.
Mhm.
This has been such a love fest, but I feel like
Yes,
it
I
may
love
be
it.
time to go and finish up the last remaining work that we have for this Friday. Um, and I just want to say you will be missed so
Mhm.
much.
Oh, I'll miss you guys. I miss you, Mel. Miss
I
Dean.
mean,
Everybody.
yeah, we'll still be talking. But when you want to come in for a Monday meeting, just when you're missing us too much, just come on in, you know.
I'll be
Yes,
there.
Yeah.
please.
No, I can't. I have a
You have a
party.
party. You
Oh my
already made
God, the
plans. We
party's
know.
over right now after the work.
Is the party to celebrate leaving?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some no, not really. No, actually, I have a friend who's going back to New York, so
Oh, okay.
Ah,
I'm only 3 hours away from New York. So if you visit your friends, you have to come visit me.
I have a lot of friends there. I have friends in Virginia. I don't know if that's closer.
That is
No,
not closer. No,
oh,
that's
New
farther.
York is closer. Okay.
New York City, New York. Yeah, I'm like around 3 hours away. It's pretty close. I'll come see you if you're there, or you can come see me. You'd like it here. Leah would like it here. Um, so in conclusion, I feel like Jay, if you're watching this, I would like Jay and Tara. I would like you guys to make a little thing. I think this conversation was really good,
mm,
even without all the "you're great." No, you're great. I think just having business owners know that how you can leave a company and how to approach this is probably going to be helpful for people. So let's put out a little like thing. CJ just said, sure, Mel. It's always the best. Um, let's have a little thing where we'll say, like, these are the things we talked about. You know how people do the editing where they just do like those little things so that people can know so that they don't have to. Maybe we'll just say where that part is because I think it would be something people could find useful. And then learning more about like some of the growth we've had is probably important too. Whenever we do these, thank you, Tara. Whenever that is what it's all about is like the the collaboration is constant and so easy. And so I've worked with people where it was like you wanted to ask them something for something, but you didn't know how they'd answer and you didn't want to deal with them when on their bad day. Like, we don't have that. It's the best. So thank you guys. Um, but anyway, we always like to make these educational and talk about some of the things we do from different perspectives. This was, of course, the Goodbye Des episode. Um, but if I ever do a podcast, I'm going to have you on it to talk about stuff.
Yes.
That was
Yes. Just let
random,
me.
but that's what I was thinking in my head. So I don't want to say goodbye.
Let's
See you
not say
soon.
goodbye. It's
It's
see you
so
soon.
Yeah.
hard to say goodbye to Desiree.
Oh, I love
That
that.
was good if it worked. But anyway, I guess it's time.
Say
So
goodbye.
do the
It's time.
thing. Yeah, it's time.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for
The
watching.
energy thing.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys. I hope it wasn't
Yeah.
too much, or maybe I hope it was too much. We'll be back. We're going to try to go to once a month with this, I think, and maybe next time we'll have our new head of recruiting on to talk about the
Ooh.
transition and what it's been like for her. Talking to us in a month in the future, so that'll be interesting. But thank you, Des. Thank you, Dean.
Thank
Thank you, team.
you.
Thank
Thank you, all the
you.
people who have watched
Thank
this.
you.
We appreciate you all. Have a great day.
Have a great
Night.
day, guys.
See y'all.
Bye.
Thank you.